everything related to midwifery. So today I'm going to be talking about how to migrate to the UK as a midwife, step-by-step guide, the process, what you need to know, and some about the monetary aspect as well. So if this is your first time in my channel, kindly like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to be putting lots of videos relating to midwifery and how to migrate to the UK or other countries and women. So you're going to benefit from them, and when you subscribe you get the notifications whenever I post a new video. So if you're my returning subscriber, thank you, I love you, and I really appreciate your support. So today I'm talking about the midwifery, how to migrate to the UK as a midwife. So the first thing first, basically, if you want to migrate to any country, you need to get your passport. So the first thing for you to get is your passport. So if you are a midwife and you heard about all this, they said midwife cannot migrate to the UK, midwifery is of disadvantage because they can't migrate, there is no migration opportunities and all that. Now I'm telling you now that I am a midwife and I have migrated to the UK as a midwife, and you wouldn't know, I migrate to another country as well, and it's going to be as a midwife. So go get your passport if you haven't gotten it yet. But if you've gotten your passport but you like home, because I have my midwifery, I have to go do another qualification, and I have to go do my RN so I can migrate. No, you can migrate without your basic certificate you have, with that 3 years program you've undergone as a midwife. So I did the same thing. I only did a 3 years program in midwifery, and I'm in the UK as a midwife. So you can do that as well. So go now online to your search engine, search for NMC UK. When they brought out the information, click on NMC online and start your NMC registration right now. So if you can't do that as well, under this video I'm going to put the link on how to start your registration. If you've started your registration already but you registered as a midwife, just as a nurse, because they said you cannot work as a midwife, you can go change it now. You can change it. You can email them that you made a mistake when you're making the registration, and you can change it to midwife. So that is it. So I'm going to be putting the link on how to start the NMC registration under this video as well. And don't forget, when you are doing the registration, make sure you put that a midwife, not a nurse. But if you've done the mistake before, you only have nurse midwifery qualification but you register as a nurse, you can change it. So you can go and change it as long as you've not gotten your PIN yet. So you can still change it that you made a mistake when you were doing the registration. So basically, I said step-by-step guide. The first thing, you get your passport. After getting your passport, you start your NFC registration. So when doing the NFC registration, it is like it's an online registration, and it's like self-explanatory. You get to a stage where you upload your documents. At first you do a kind of quiz, a little, like just like maybe some minute quiz, then you get it to direct you on what to do next. Then after the registration, uploading all your documents, and if you've gotten just notification of result as well, you can upload it at this moment because that's not the final stage yet. They will still reconfirm your document before they give you the PIN. So you can just start, put all your documents, put your passport, make sure your name's tally. If you are married and you've changed your name, make sure you put evidence that you're still the same person. If you are married but you haven't changed your name, there's still no issue with that, you can put it. But if you've changed your name, make sure you put evidence that it is still you can put an affidavit, you can put a marriage certificate or something else. Any mistake you make in your name during the registration might be so hard to rectify. So please try as much as possible to pay attention to the name you are putting, and make sure you put your correct name, because that is like you are starting to be in their register. So you should make sure you make it a complete one. So after the registration, you can get to a part. There's a part that you make the first payment which is £140. That's always been 140 pounds, which is the first registration payment. So if you have the money, you can pay the money at any time first. But then you can also do your, because you'll be needing your IELTS as well result. So you may start, after making the registration, you may just start prepare for your IELTS. Then if you are in Nigeria, because of the exchange rate, the way exchange, the pounds is getting high and all that, you can hold on till the pounds is a little bit down before you make your payment, because it is still same £140 you'll be making, and the naira might just be high. And if you think naira cannot come down again, so you can just make your payment now if you have your payment. So you can register for your IELTS. Of course, you will still need your passport to register for your IELTS. So depending on you, if you're good in English, you can just do maybe self-training. There are lots of videos on YouTube on how to pass IELTS, on different modules of IELTS. You can watch them, and I know a lot of people who have written their IELTS and passed just by doing self-study. But I know lots of people as well, and like myself, I cannot do that. I'm not an English person, so I have to go to tutorial for IELTS lesson, and there are a lot of tutorial out there. So if you know you are not good, you can do IELTS tutorial, and you prepare for your IELTS. When you are ready, make sure you book for your IELTS, and when you are booking for it, make sure you book for academic. So when you book for the IELTS and you've written your IELTS, the required score is that the minimum you can have is to have 6.5 in writing. So UK NMC only accepts 6.5 in writing. So they do not accept 6.5 in any other module. So you must have at least 7 in other modules, but they can take 6.5 from writing. So if you've got 7.0 in reading, 7.5 in listening, and you have 6.5 in speaking, 7 in writing, the results will not be accepted, because your 6.5 must come from writing if at all you are having 6.5, and every other modules must be 7 and above. So that's the required band score, and I wish you all the best. So if you've written IELTS before and you've not gotten your required band score, please keep trying. You will definitely get it once. So if you are written it 1, 2, 3 times, you've not gotten it, please try as much as possible to register yourself to a tutorial, and so that they tell you the tips. You tell them when you register to a tutorial, tell them what aspects you are failing, so that they concentrate more on it for you. So after passing your IELTS, then congratulations to you. Then you can now go back to your NMC. At this point, before you proceed, you must pay your £140. After passing your IELTS, you cannot proceed beyond that stage of registration. So it's after you pay your £140, then they will be the NMC will require that they will try to verify your application and to find out if you are truly registered with NMC of your country. So for Nigeria, they will require that they will confirm that you are really registered with NMCN, which is Nursery and Midwifery Council of Nigeria. So it is at that time they will send you an email confirmation of receipt of your money, and that they are getting across to your body, Nigerian body, which is NMCN, and if you want it faster, that you should get across to them or something. So basically they are requesting that you should do your verification. So they are going to send you an email. So if they don't send you an email, there's no way you can do your verification. So, and there's no way they will send you email without you paying your £140. So if you have your money, you can just do it simultaneously, because it's just money. You are not doing anything. So you can pay your £140, get the email done and everything, and request for your verification while you are preparing for your IELTS. So one of them does not really delay each other, depending on your financial capability. So if you have the money, you pay your £140 first. You pay your £140, you get your the email to do your verification. Then on the other side, you are preparing for your IELTS, and you go for tutorial, then you book your IELTS test. So after getting the money you pay first to NMC is £140, and it's more clear. It's clear, everybody knows that. Even nurses pay that £140. Then when you get the email now, you get across to the NMC and you do your verification. Verification now is 64,000 naira. It has gone high, so it's like average money is 64,000 naira. If you want it, I don't know if they still do fast tracking or something, but it is 64,000 naira now, no longer 24 or 20,000 naira. So of course, migrating to any other country is expensive. You have to like keep money, so but it's still not too expensive. It's not beyond what you can actually afford. So after that, you have prepared for your IELTS and you've gotten your required band score or something, and that one is on that side. Then the NMC have sent you that you should do your verification. You've done your verification now, you've gotten the feedback, and done your verification. As soon as NMC got the feedback from the NMCN, then they are going to send you an authorization to test. So they require you that you should do your test of competencies. So there's part 1 and there's part 2. The part 1 is the CBT, which can be done in your country. So for a midwife now, you are doing CBT midwife, not CBT nursing. So you are doing CBT midwife. So they will send you a message to book with the testing agency, which is usually Pearson View, but you can pay different way. Most people pay through voucher, some people can pay themselves, but basically me, I pay through voucher. So you can make the payment. When you get to, if you are in that state as well, you see a lot of, I have somebody who can make the payment as well, who do make the payments for people and all that. There are a lot of people that are into that, but what you just need to make sure that you do the NMC CBT, the CBT midwife. So now, after that CBT, of course, booking for CBT money as well might be ranges between 100 to 150k, and IELTS currently is about 89,000 naira. To book for IELTS, it's like 89,000 naira. So when you are booking for your IELTS, it is, make sure you write the academic IELTS. So now after that, you've gotten your IELTS, you've gotten your CBT, then at this point you can start applying for job. If you've gotten your authorization to test for your CBT and for your IELTS, you can start authorization to test for CBT. You can start registration, where you can register yourself on the NHS job website and track job to check how their applications are, how to make up. You start making application. This is necessary at that stage because, of course, if you get interview, you've not written your IELTS, you've not done that, but the chances that you get interview is not actually high at that stage because you're just starting, you've not really know how the application are done. So for me, I will advise you to start making your application as soon as you've gotten your authorization to test, regardless of whether you've passed your CBT or regardless of whether you've passed your CBT or you've passed your IELTS. So register yourself on NHS and on track job so that you keep getting job updates. And when you register yourself, filter the job to band 5 midwife job only, so that they will only send you those job updates and you can start applying at that stage. So, and the application, you need to make lots of application because a lot of people are actually applying for that job. People that are in UK, that came to the UK as a student and they've done a kind of top up, they are on student visa, they are also applying on that track job. They also want to get the COS that you are looking for as well. So, and because the employer is not going to spend more for people that are already in the UK. Of course, they're already in the UK, so employer is going to just send you them COS. It's not going to refund their flight or something, visa fee and all that. So they will take them first. In fact, there are some applications that will tell you that you should confirm that you agree for that they are going to take the people that do not require COS first before they will consider you. So it's better you start applying for job as soon as you get your authorization to test, even if you've not passed your IELTS and CBT. Though the chances that you get interview at that time is very, very, very minimal, but you just get yourself accustomed to the way applications are done and all that. So me, I actually got my first interviews even before I passed my CBT or IELTS. I did my IELTS in April and I got my first interview in May, and I applied for remark of my IELTS. I haven't gotten the reply before I started getting interview. So it's better for you to register on the track job NHS as soon as you get your authorization to test. So there's no disturbance. You can do everything simultaneously. Another thing is applying for job takes time because there are a lot of things you need to fill and constructing your supporting information and all that. It requires you to really take a lot of time. So you might want to start this early. So, but as soon as you've gotten your CBT, you've passed your CBT and you've gotten your IELTS required band score, then you have to take your job application serious. And you have to state it clearly in your job application that you've passed your CBT, IELTS, and you have gotten authorization to sit test or decision letter to sit for OSCE. So that is basically the end of it. So, but that's basically the last stage of the process. So, and you only need one job offer to get to the UK because you only need one COS. So at times when your application is good, people get like 2-3 offers, and at that time you need to compare which is best. So when you are comparing your offer, you want to check the location of the hospital. When you check the location of the hospital, what are you looking at? The cost of living in that side. So that's basically what you are looking at. And of course, you might want to pick the cheapest one. And if you are picking this cheapest one as well, you want to consider what opportunities are available for your dependents, what opportunities are available for your children and all that. So you want to check all of that. Then when you are checking your COS as well, you want to check what are they going to give you during your stay, what payment are they going to place you on with when you've not gotten your pay. Some trust place on band 3, some place on band 4, and of course if you got 2 offer that place on band 3, that place on band 4, you want to go for the one that places you on band 4. Then also you want to check what are they refunding you. Some trusts refund the registration fee and all that, some trusts don't do. Then after that, also of course there's still last payment, which is like £153. So it is after you I think it's after you make you pass all of those exams. If you upload all of those exam results, like of course if you do your CBT, it will be uploaded automatically. So if you upload your your IELTS results and you do your health declaration is basically getting a doctor, like your doctor, to do your health declaration for you. So any doctor can do it, but the person must be a doctor because they're going to confirm the person is registered with the with their doctors wherever. So they might request for the doctor's license or PIN, license to practice or something, if they are not convinced the person is a doctor. So you have to make sure that the person that do your health declaration is a doctor. So that is what you need on that. So there's another, I've told you now that on NMC you pay two type of money, which is the first registration fee and last registration fee. Some people pay the final registration fee after getting to the UK and after passing their OSCE. But me, I did everything before I come to the UK. So depending on how much money you have, but the most important thing I'm telling you now is that you don't really need to have any money before you start the NMC registration. Money only hinder your progress. Like, money only affects what stage you're going to stop at. And you can always continue whenever you have the money. So once you put it in your mind, you will definitely get the money. So you can start today. You can start your registration today. It won't require you to pay for any money in as much as you have your passport. But if you don't have your passport, try get your passport, because you definitely can't do anything without the passport. Even your IELTS, you can't write IELTS really without the passport. Though now they are collecting NIN, but it has to be the main NIN, but this thing. And significant percent of people in Nigeria do not have that thing. So you should try as much as possible to have your passport ready. So that's basically the process. Of course, when you have your job offer, you will be able to apply for your visa, and that's the end. But the process can take minimum of, depending, can take about 1 year or more. So averagely 1 year. So some people can be more than 1 year and some people can be less than 1 year. And don't forget that IELTS and CBT expired within 2 years. So within 2 years of writing your IELTS and CBT, you must have gotten to the UK and write your LSK and get your PIN. So if after that, if the 2 years elapsed within then you will be required to repeat your CBT and to repeat the IELTS as well. So you want to make sure you do these things within 2 years. Then of course, there are a lot of people that do not really get offer as soon as possible, and their CBT or IELTS expire, they have to repeat it. It's not a big deal. So they just repeat it, and eventually it will all worth it. The process, everything will all worth it. So it's not an easy thing, but at the end of the day, you're going to achieve what you want and you'll be happy with yourself. So basically, this is how to apply to work in the UK as a midwife, and it is possible. It is possible. It is possible. It is not really easy, but it is possible. You can do it. I did it, and you can do it. So there are a lot of midwives that have done it. I'm not the only one. It's true. There are a lot of midwives that in this country that I know that come from Nigeria, that come from Ghana, and they've come the same way that I have come. They've applied for jobs in their country, they got job and they got COS and they are here. There are lots of midwives from Jamaica, from Caribbean, from Poland, from Kenya, from Zimbabwe, from Nigeria, from Ghana, that are in this country, and they've gotten this they went through this process the same as nurses have done. So to get the job is competitive for nurses as the same way it is competitive for midwives. So don't let anybody tell you it's because you are a midwife that's why you're not getting job. You will still get it. So you just have to. There are a lot of hospitals that recruit. All hospitals recruit midwives and nurses and all that. But what you need to check is the one that actually offer COS. The hospitals that are licensed, that are allowed to offer COS. So there are lots of hospitals, but I'm just going to mention the little hospitals that I know that I have midwives who are working there. That I know midwives who have come the same way that I've come, and they are working in that hospital. So there are, Bedfordshire University Hospital NHS Trust, Royal Berkshire University NHS Trust, Frinley NHS Foundation, Wolverhampton's NHS Trust or Foundation or something. Then there is I'm going to be listing them, and there are a lot of YouTube videos as well on hospital recruiting and all that. So there are lot of hospitals that are recruiting, and basically all hospitals are recruiting. So when you are checking your jobs, the NHS or track job, check for if they offer COS, and if they offer COS, then that you're good to go, and if it is band 5. So filter your job already to band 5 midwife job, and when you are